October 20th, 2022. I'm right in the middle of my W-2. I went down to Perryville, Missouri. Had to meet a driver down there. He needed to sign the paperwork. Now I'm headed back home to work from home the rest of the day. Right on. I might even try to set up on the fishing dock. Who knows? It's that nice out today. Wow. So I haven't sparked in a few days, not since Sunday. Let me tell you what happened, man. I was on Kings Highway and Interstate 40. I was between Hampton and Kings Highway, and I was just going down the highway. Boom! My transmission just slips out of nowhere. I got a Ford Focus. These transmissions are famous for all kinds of issues, but I got 195,000 miles out of mine. But it always acts funny, always. So who knows? No lights, no nothing. I get to the ramp of Kings Highway and Highway 40 in St. Louis, in the city, but a pretty nice area in the city. And I'm at the stoplight, and I go to pull away from it. Boom! I can't move. I put my flashers on. People got to go around me. It's chaos. I finally get it to go into gear, and I'm driving down Kings Highway. I get a light. Says transmission getting hot. Pull over as soon as possible. I'm only a few blocks away from the customer. I pull into a driveway of an apartment building, and I deliver the groceries, and I come back out. My car won't even start. I can't get it into gear. I was going to try to put it in neutral. I guess there's some kind of safety mechanism that won't let you do any of that until the transmission cools down. Makes sense. I just call a tow truck right away. I'm not going to try to mess around with driving the car. I probably could have made it back though. But I call a tow truck. It only cost me $50 because I've got towing on my insurance. So I call a tow truck. They take it to the shop. $3,600 later, I already got my car back. And that goes to the sustainability of all this. It can happen any time. I didn't get a light until basically it was done. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now I tried to take it to another shop first, and they were backed up past Thanksgiving. So it probably cost me more to get it fixed where I did, which was the dealer. And that's who's done all the work on this car anyway. But I got it back in a couple days, so that's worth a lot. Because the other place was backed up to Thanksgiving. I thought it was at least going to be out for a couple weeks. But I had the money. I had just paid off all my credit cards and all that. And then stuff just happens, man. Like I said, this car's got 195,000 miles on it. I got that much out of the first transmission, so if I get that much out of this one, I'll be perfectly happy. The engine's still good, so there was no question whether or not I was going to spend the money. The used cars are outrageous, and this car is a used car with a brand new transmission. So right on. Even if the motor goes, and that costs, let's say, $6,400, that's $10,000 for a new car with a brand new transmission and a brand new motor. So that's my thought process. And I'm going to get back to work maybe even later today, because I got a lot going on this weekend. I will work this weekend though. I have to. But let's talk about the sustainability of all this. Anytime a light comes on my car, I get it fixed. As far as this transmission goes, these Fords are famous for hard running transmissions. I knew it was a possibility. The fact that I got 195,000 miles out of it is really kind of a miracle. Because a lot of them go out about 50 or 60 or less. Right on. But yeah, you got to be prepared, man, for whatever happens. Put some money away, or what I did, instead of putting money away, I just paid off everything. And then when this popped up, I was able to pay for it, just like that. A lot due to gig delivery. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Because it could have taken weeks to get fixed. Why would I have done that? You know what I mean? I still had my other job. And then the reason why I started gig delivery in the first place is that I lost my other job. So I'll never stop doing gig delivery ever. I will get the car fixed, whatever it is. And that's what I've done. When the light comes on, I get it fixed. I don't play around. Now this was a big blow, no doubt about it. I didn't need it right before Christmas and all that, but it's not the end of the world. This is just one reason why the sustainability of gig delivery forever is tough. Let's just talk about that a little bit. Number one is repairs on your car. I've said it more than 10, 15 times. You could just be driving down the highway and then all of a sudden, whoom, just like it happened. No lights and stuff until after the fact, really. And then just like that, you're out of commission. Or in my case, I still didn't get to work Sunday. I still made over $500 last week. It's crazy. I had such a good Saturday. So, right on. So, there's that. There's the repairs. Keep your car maintained, for sure. Number two, Walmart's so schizophrenic. And so is Doordash, all of them are. We all know that. They just change everything all at once. Doordash, especially lately, boy, they reset everybody's acceptance rate if you wanted to. And then they got all kinds of other stuff going on, trying to attract drivers, And I do know some people have made some money lately with Doordash. So it is what it is. Walmart Spark, they have lowered their base pay all over the place. Now, I'm going to say something really unpopular. But it's something I believe. Their base pay probably a little high. You know what I mean? It probably was. When you can make $500-$600 in a day, it's great. I've done it many times with Walmart Spark. Made $440 on Saturday, 12 hours. There's probably some room. You know what I mean? So that's really unpopular. So there's that. But they can do anything. They can do anything. They change. I remember the time they just changed zones all of a sudden. God knows what happened. They got these vans, that God knows what their real plan is. They sure ain't telling us. Now, I don't think they could buy enough vans to do all the deliveries. That's for sure. I don't. So, and I think I wouldn't worry about that too much because they only can do so many deliveries. And then that whole deal where you go inside the house, you got a body cam on, and you put the stuff away or whatever. I don't know about all that, man. How many people want people in their house? With them not there and all that. You got to put a special lock on your door, all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of us, and they do this in a lot of areas, they use those vans to do the .com deliveries, and that's a great idea. So keep doing that. The other thing was the sustainability of all this. We've seen gas prices get real close to $5 a gallon. Every second of every day it looks more and more like a recession is coming. As far as delivering for Walmart, that's probably a good thing. But for those of us who work for Doordash, as soon as the economy started to get a little funny, it went down really fast. So anything can happen. These apps are nuts. And then there's the whole, the apps crash. And Walmart's app, it's just like Doordash and all them. Walmart 2 weeks ago on Friday, Walmart's app crashed for most of the day. Now I'm sure, we'll all survive that. But when I was working full time, doing gig delivery, on a Friday, I would expect to make $300 minimum. You know, so I mean that would be like a $300 car bill, and it had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? And then it's so glitzy all the time. You know, yesterday I was reading that Android phones weren't working. Now, luckily I use an iPhone, but I know when I use Doordash, I would be in Chesterfield Valley, for instance, where there wasn't a great signal. I missed out on deliveries. You know, we all see all the crazy stuff that happens with this app. You know, it barely works sometimes, and then other times it don't work at all. You know, so you got repairs. I just got hit hard, 3,600. Now I've been lucky, no doubt about it. You know, how much have I made this year off gig delivery? A lot. I don't know what week we're in. We're probably getting into about 40. I probably made $40,000 at least. That's minimum this year, part time, doing gig delivery. Now I don't have to drive to St. Louis anymore, but I used to also drive to St. Louis every day, so that plays into it too, to do my job. Now, you know, that all plays into it, you know, so the $3,600 bill, which I should see another one, you know, for a long time. So it's a big deal, but it's not the end of the world, because I've made quite a bit of money doing this, you know, and made quite a bit of money part-time doing this. Kind of crazy that I have made that much money this year doing this part-time. I mean, it's pretty crazy. You know, but I have worked a ton of hours and put in the time and the effort and everything else. All I'm saying is do what you want to do. But my opinion is find something to back up gig delivery. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's pretty unsustainable forever. But it's sustainable for a while. You know, I hope we all make some money. God knows I need to now, for sure. I'm headed home to work, and then I'm going to do other stuff.